website is called www.cheshirecatart.com.
Yep. CheshireCatArt.com is my web presence. I was on DeviantArt for a little while, and I set up a website probably about July last year. Always wanted a website, and I finally had some time. Picked up HTML, picked up CSS, and then just made a gallery.
Jack of all trades for the most part.
Yeah, too many trades. One of my goals is basically to, I want to find a way that I can draw comic book pages, comic stories, and get my pages out to an audience. A la webcomic style, but more serious narratives. I like to show and tell, so as soon as I get something done, I want to get it up, and so that's kind of my goal.
Awesome. How much time would you say that you put into video game art?
Video game art, not enough. I always want to do more video game work. I basically try to post a picture every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's just whatever inspires me at the time. Video game and anime art, sometimes it's hard to like pull my style in their direction because I do kind of more comic art. Like Ryuken, Capcom, those guys, like their art styles and stuff that like highly, highly influenced me. So whenever I can, try to do that stuff. Resident Evil, all the best stuff. I don't know. Sometimes I do a little Mario and some of the more cartoony stuff, but I don't know. That's kind of my hobby.
For the longest time, there is the hotly debated topic as to whether or not video games are considered an art form. If you could pick 3 games to support the argument that video games could be art, just off the top of your head, what would you go with?
Okay, off the top of my head, this is a quick 3 and I can do better, but Shadows of the Colossus number 1, 2 Braid, and 3 Journey. But I can do better than that, I'm sure, if I sat down. Final Fantasy games, of course. Shadow of the Colossus is a game I go... Oh, Bioshock. I'm going to toss that. Can I get like 15 games up in here? Bioshock's one that's influenced my art style. I wanted a little more out of the ending, but brilliant, brilliant, brilliant storytelling. On par with anything in cinema, and to me on par with literature. But, yeah. That's my highest compliment I can pay any video game. If it feels better than a book, which I feel Final Fantasy games are very, very well qualified for, or at least on par with the movie,
As an artist, do you feel like maybe the artists who put work into concept art for video games, do you really feel that they're underappreciated?
Underappreciated, and the deepest respect to those guys. So there's a UK-based magazine. I was published in Digital Artist. Its sister magazine is one called Imagine FX, and I'll sit there and pick that up. And it's digital painters, people who've done concept art for games like Uncharted or just really, really slick painting. And I think they work in both film and video games with absolutely brilliant, brilliant, beautiful art. Absolutely underappreciated. If I ever get to make the jump, I would love video game concept art. Is one of the things that I think would be one of the most fun jobs. Definitely underrated. They need more art books out there of their stuff. So
I couldn't agree more. It's always nice whenever a video game developer includes, like, say, art books with video games. Even if you have to pay a little bit extra, it's nice when they put forth the effort to just to kind of cater to the fans.
Well, and the Japanese have it done. Like, you'll see, like, Soul Calibur. I know Soul Calibur, I think 2, for example. Their strategy guide came with it. Tekken strategy guides. That's usually where they put the art books and stuff. With the advent of, like, limited editions, I think Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had an art book with it. It's interesting to see their version of art books where they've got more character-based sketches, and American versions where there's more, I feel like I see more environment sketches. People, realizing the locales and putting less effort into the characters, I guess. It's more because Japanese, they're willing to go crazier with their characters, and America is more about realism. Japan's more about expressionism. But that's my take on it. But yeah, definitely a hidden art. There's definitely amazing stuff. Have you checked out that fighting game Skullgirls yet? Have you seen that?
I haven't. As a matter of fact, I've heard of it. You might be able to appreciate this. Just working 2 jobs and going to school at the moment.
Absolutely.
So on a scale of 2 to 13, 2 being the lowest, of course, 13 being the highest, how would you rate that?
Skullgirls as far as art, and I think it's a Western game. I might be wrong. It definitely has a kind of more Jessica the Rabbit kind of Western animation style. As far as animation, I'd probably give it 2 to 13. Maybe the 8 to 9 range, probably in the 1 to 10 scale, probably 7 to 8. It's really cool. I wish they had more friction to the game. I've seen on Kotaku, they had a really interesting interview with Tim Rogers where he goes on about game friction. It's a game where I wish the characters occupied a more real space, but the animation is awesome. The art design and presentation is really top notch. It's something I'm really impressed with, but worth checking out.
I guess one last thing, for our viewers who are big into video game art and like to draw things up themselves, you have anything you'd like to say to them? Anything in the way of advice or?
Yeah, absolutely. The stuff I've been telling everybody today, I've had a few friends drop by and show me stuff, and it's like, oh, it's so awesome. How can I find this later? Post stuff up online, get critiques, show your friends, show your family, get people to tell you what they think of it, and no matter what, like that's the thing. I always tell everyone, I'm the absolute worst artist. I just keep drawing. That's so. There's only so long I can keep sucking, like, so you just keep at it and eventually something clicks. And I saw a nice chart where they're showing how, like, skills, it's never an incremental raise upward, it's always jittery. You'll figure out that one trick and you'll move to a different brush or a different pen and it'll solve everything. So keep at it, try different mediums, try different stuff, try concept art, try everything. So, awesome.
Well, there you have it. www.cheshirecat.com. Hey, check out his stuff. He's a really great guy. Devin, we sure appreciate your time.
Yeah, and I hope I can help you guys out somehow. Just do some art and stuff. So.
Yeah, and check out the site. Maybe at some point we can get some stuff on
Post some
the site.
reviews.
So, keep your eyes open.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks.